had a
video game. Sony
accused me of stealing. I better call Saul.
I was out
gaming.
minding my own business.
You are under arrest.
I'd better call Saul.
Hi, I'm Ubiquitous. Did you know that you have rights? The Consumer Rights Wiki says you do, and so do I.
I believe if you bought a game, then you own it for life, and you are entitled to that purchase. And that's why I'm making this video.
Better subscribe to the channel.
Yes, I am fully aware that the footage you just watched technically is owned by Sony. However, if they decide to demonetize this video, even though I made the content transformative and something of my own, well then, here is Sony's personal fuck you from me. I really don't understand thinking behind PlayStation and Sony for deciding to end physical production of physical discs for their games. Unless they're going to go the route of creating USB sticks or going old school with memory or flash cards for each game that they release, I wouldn't count on them ever going back to physical media. Discs have literally been around for decades at this point, and they will continue to last for decades to come in their current finished state. The only logical answer I can deduce is that they want to continue to control the media that you quote-unquote purchased from them. Sony would rather retroactively change their mind about the content that you paid them for and determine if you should actually have possession of that. If they could, Sony would absolutely just enter your home and take the discs if they had the legal right and manpower to do so. But they don't, so they would just rather make buying digitally accessible products the way that you conduct business with them. Even though they literally have the highest acceptance rate in the console wars and already sell some of the better end hardware for the average consumer, Sony would still encourage and promote practices that aren't fair to you or I, even after their multiple license deals have ended to where the content that anyone bought from the PlayStation Store ended. They were still held in higher regards than their competition was, so why should you settle for their shady practices? Today I would like to reintroduce the concept of physical media to all of you that are watching. Come take a trip with me to my local used movies and games shop. As you can see, there's tons here and they're readily available for you to purchase at your convenience. And the best part is that when you purchase a disc, no one can take it from you. And if you decide one day that you're never going to watch this movie again, you can sell it. And then you can make back the money from your experience watching it. In fact, if you really wanted to, you could just watch this movie without ever needing to put the disc in. You could easily just make a backup copy of your movie or TV show or whatever you're watching that you purchased, and you can watch it on any device however you like. I remember there have been times when I would purchase a movie and I would receive a code for a digital download, but often that would just lead to that particular copy of the movie being more expensive, but that was never necessary. In fact, it was inferior because it was locked behind DRM, or digital rights management as it were, and a lower bitrate, which in simple terms means that the 4K movie that I paid for would sometimes come out in a 480p style quality, given the conditions of the scene that I'm watching. Meanwhile, the full quality of the movie was on every disc that it was distributed on the whole time. It makes more sense to buy a basic used copy for a couple bucks unless I wanted a Blu-ray copy with exclusive content such as behind-the-scenes commentaries. See, a disc is just a vessel for the digital product that is stored within all the ones and zeros on that disc. Once your disc ages, you will no longer be able to watch that movie or play that game or whatever it is you're trying to do. And then, given that we all live in a future where there's no media ever sold on a physical disc, you're shit out of luck. Now, I disagree with this concept, and I think that's why I highly recommend always making a physical backup copy of the movies that you purchase, because you never know what can happen whenever that vessel you're carrying is ultimately going to get ruined or get lost. You could get a scratch, you could lose the disc entirely, or Sony could just enter your home and try to take it from you because of whatever excuse they come up with this time. Don't let this happen to you. Just be smart and take a few steps back from the way you're leading your life. Think about what changed and what things were actually better in the past. Recapture that, and don't let big corporations take advantage of you again. Stop by your local secondhand Blu-ray or DVD store, or go take a trip to your local library. I'm sure you're going to find something there that's recent and won't require any form of an internet connection or subscription cost. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And follow me on X. I'll see you next time.